This week on Capital District Dirt, Brian Calabrese dominates the Ridge for a career first. The Kingfish is back in victory lane at the Valley of Speed. And Jesse Mueller shows them all the fast way around the Great Race Plays. All that and much more this week on Capital District Dirt. Let's kick things off this week with a trip out to the Albany-Saratoga Speedway with the Great Race Place, presenting another exciting night of racing action. In the dirt car big block modifieds, Jesse Mueller picked up the feature event win. Colby Schroeder finished second. Matt DiLorenzo finished third. Demetrius Strelos was fourth, and Peter Britton fifth. In the dirt car 358 modifieds, Ronnie Johnson, RJ picked up the feature event win over Walter Hammond Jr., Mark Johnson, Matt DiLorenzo, and Mike Mahaney. In the Dirt Car Sportsman Division, Tim Hartman Jr. picked up the win. He picked up the win over Pat Jones, Mike Benson, Craig Hooley, and Dan Grignon. In the Limited Sportsman Division, Nick Brundage picked up the win over Jordan Hill, Chase Zimmer, Chad Gregory, and Nick Ospelmeyer. In the Dirt Car Pro Stock Division, Brandon Amy was your feature event winner over Pete Stefanski, Bo Ballard, Luke Horning, and Slater Baker. The Albany-Saratoga Speedway is back in action this Friday night, July the 12th, with a $3,000 win event for the Dirt Car Big Block Modifieds. There will also be $1,000 win events for the Dirt Car Sportsman Division, courtesy of Emmerich Associates, and the Dirt Car Pro Stock Division, courtesy of A to Z Property Maintenance. The Street Stock Division will also be on hand, competing in a $500 win event, courtesy of Gant Wood Products. The 4 cylinders will also be on the card as well. Race time is 7 p.m.
Hey race fans, Toby LaGrange here. We do a quick recap of tonight's racing action as we threw the checkered flag on the Street Stock Feature event just a little while ago. Jason Samaroff picked up the win in the 15-lap Street Stock Feature event over Matt Mosier and Mark Lester. In 11 Stock and Credit Union Dirt Car Mini Stocks, Anthony Tarantino crossed the line first but was DQ'd due to tires. That gave the win to Jordan Ryder. Third place was Daniel Joubert with Josh Riom in fourth coming across the line. Would make that Jordan Ryder, Dan Joubert, and Josh Riom your top 3 after the DQ. The Northeast Paving and Seal Co. All-Star Slingshot 15-lap feature event went to AJ Albreda over Braxton Denbeck and Logan Carter. Heat races went to Dave Vile and James Hatch Jr. The Junior Slingshots, Lucas Cole won the 12-lapper over Carson Hamlin and Anna Sarpia-Cohn, with the heat races going to Alex Cosselman and Lucas Cole. The Limited Sportsman feature event, which was 20 laps in distance, Zach Graham picked up the win. Tim Deffer, Owen Lewis, Chayton Young, and Jason Palumbo rounded out your top 5 finishers. Chayton Young and Mason Gray were the heat race winners. In the Yerkowitz Autocrushers Dirt Car Pro Stock Division, their 20-lapper went to Chuck McSpirit. The soon-to-be Glenridge Motorsports Park Hall of Famer beat out Luke Horning, who finished second. Slater Baker, who was third. Dean Charbonneau fourth. And Dan Krajewski rounded out your top 5. Slater Baker and McSpirit won the heat races. In the Ted's Body Shop Next Generation Graphics Dirt Car Sportsman 30-lap feature event, Cody Oakes was the winner. Taylor Watson finished second, Caden Hohenschel third, Tyler Bobar fourth, and Tavian Blowers finished fifth. Heat races went to Taylor Dockstader and Zach Buff. In the Calabrese Industries Dirt Car 358 Modified 35-lap feature event, Brian Calabrese was your feature winner. His first career Dirt Car 358 Modified feature event win. Tucker O'Connor finished second, Brian Pesolano was third, Joey Benetti fourth, and Garrett Poland in his first start of the year at the Ridge finished fifth. Heat races went to O'Connor and Calabrese. The Glenridge Motorsports Park will be back in action next Sunday night. All divisions will be on the card, including the first visit by the Dirt Car Pro Stock Series. The Tobias Slingshot Tour will be in town, and of course we'll be giving away a bunch of bicycles via the Kids Club. So make sure you come out to the Ridge next Sunday night. Till then, support those that support racing. So long for now.
Moving on to the Lebanon Valley Speedway, it's one of the track veterans picking up the win, and that was Mike King. Mike King pulled down the 30-lapper for the Dirt Car Big Block Modifieds over Matt Pupello, LJ Lombardo, Kyle Armstrong, and Eddie Marshall. In the 358 Modifieds, Brett Haas picked up the win over Joey Coppola, Lauren Bro, Jeff Watson, and Ray Hall Jr. In the Sportsman, once again Tim Hartman Jr. was in victory lane. He picked up the win over Nick Giardini, Michael Sabia, Brady Cordova, and Ray Hall Jr. In the Dirt Car Pro Stock ranks, it was the Bubba Tanner Classic. The 23-lapper went to Chris Stalker. Zachary Sorrentino was second. Dave Stickles third. Sean Perez Sr. fourth. And Paul LaRochelle rounded out your top five. In the limited sportsman division, Colby Kokosa picked up the win in the 15-lap feature event. Braxton Martin was second. Scott Zenecker third. John Santolin fourth. And Ray Royals rounded out your top five finishers. The Lebanon Valley Speedway will be back in action this Saturday night, July the 13th, as Benjamin Moore Paints and All Green Hydro Seed present the Commander, an $8,000 to win event for the Dirt Car Big Block Modifieds, with all divisions in action as well, except for the Limited Sportsman division. Race time is 6 p.m. Round number 2 of the Dirt Car 358 Modified Series took place at the Weedsport Speedway this past Sunday night, and what a race it was. What follows is the press release, or part of the press release anyway, from Dirt Car Northeast, submitted, of course, by Mike Warren. Jimmy Phelps made the most of his chance to defend home turf in the 358 Modified Sunday night at the Weedsport Speedway. The Baldwinsville, New York driver nosed ahead of Larry White with 16 laps to go to earn his 7th career Dirt Car 358 Modified Series victory. White led the field to the green in the 50-lap feature and pulled away throughout the first 10 laps. Behind him, Alex Payne and Phelps snuck by Tim Fuller on the bottom to take over second and third. As the two chased White, the Phoenix, New York driver stayed on the bottom, keeping his left side tires as close to the inside wall as possible. But as he approached lap traffic on lap 12, his lead started to shrink. With several cars battling in front of him, White had to be patient trying to get around them, which allowed Payne and Phelps to close in. As White stayed on the bottom, Payne saw an opportunity to drive past the number 99L on the outside. However, that created an opportunity for Phelps, who drove underneath Payne to take over second. Payne and Phelps continued battling behind him as White led through traffic. On lap 25, Phelps ultimately took over second after the two traded the position 2 more times in traffic. Lightning Larry separated himself from the 98H, but that changed when the yellow flag came out on lap 34 for Zach Payne. That set up a double file restart with Phelps on White's outside. When the race resumed, White tried pulling away again, but Phelps was up to the challenge, staying even with him as they battled around the 3/8 mile track. The two stayed side by side as they completed lap 35, with Phelps holding a slight advantage. That lap played a vital role in the feature's outcome, as when the caution came out later on lap 35 for Andrew Buff, Phelps had officially taken the lead. Despite 3 more cautions in the final 15 laps, Phelps wasn't challenged as he drove to the $5,000 victory, his first Dirt Car 358 Modified Series triumph since winning at Fulton Speedway during Oktoberfest in 2020. Alex Payne, the leading Rookie of the Year contender with the Super Dirt Car Series for Big Block Modifieds, crossed the line second. White settled for third after leading the race's first 34 laps. He said he was happy about his run and thought his team was heading in the right direction. Tim Sears Jr. finished fourth, and Tim Fuller crossed the line fifth. With a 9th place finish, Lance Willix holds on to the series points lead unofficially by 4 points over Jordan McCready, who finished 8th. The Dirt Car 358 Modified Series returns to action on Friday, September the 20th at the Albany-Saratoga Speedway in Malta, New York, as part of the Malta Massive Weekend. Your final top 10 for the Dirt Car 358 Modified Series 50-lap feature at the Weedsport Speedway looks like this. Jimmy Phelps was your winner. Alex Payne was second. Larry White third. Tim Sears Jr. fourth. Tim Fuller fifth. Eric Rudolph was sixth. Gary Lindbergh was seventh. Jordan McCready 8th. Lance Willix 9th. And Felix Waugh rounded out your top 10. As we do each and every week here on Capital District Dirt, let's take a look at the Dirt Car Weekly Racing Series Championship standings. These are as of Monday, July the 8th. Starting off the Dirt Car Big Block Modifieds, Peter Britton sits on top with 828 points. Mark Johnson is second, 16 points back. Then it's Colby Schroeder with 713 in third. Jack Lehner with 632 in fourth. And Jimmy Phelps with 616 in fifth. Moving on to the Dirt Car 358 Modifieds, Lance Willix is on top by 85 points over Billy Dunn. Andrew Buff is third. He is 172 points back. Then it's Timmy Fuller in fourth and Ryan Arbuthnot in fifth. In the Dirt Car Sportsman ranks, Zach Buff sits on top. He has 793 points. Nicholas Root is second. He is 82 points back with 711. Then it's Cody Bonita in third with 687. Cody McPherson fourth with 686. And Zach Sabatka rounds out your top five with 679. In the Dirt Car Pro Stock ranks, Slater Baker has a 40-point lead over Luke Horning, 744 to 704. Brandon Amy is third with 497. Then it's Jason Casey in fourth with 490. And Bo Ballard in fifth with 487. And we round things out with the Dirt Car Mini Stocks, or the Dirt Car 4 cylinders, if you will. Justin Pope is on top with 554 points. Tony Frezzo is second with 496. Then it's Francis White in third with 482. Kenny Hare in fourth with 476. And Chris Bonifosky with 472 is in fifth. Remember, the Hoosier Racing Tire Dirt Car Weekly Racing Series Championship standings are calculated by taking a driver's 16 best finishes in weekly dirt car racing action up until Labor Day weekend. This week's Capital District Dirt Driver of the Week award winner, presented by the Glenridge Motorsports Park Kids Club, goes to Brian Calabrese. Brian picked up his first ever Dirt Car 350 Modified feature event win at the Glenridge Motorsports Park on Sunday night. That will do it for this LaGrange Media production. Until next time, please stay safe. Remember to support those that support racing and support all cancer research. Until next time, so long for now.